Hello YouTube, nodvick here, and welcome to the first episode of Climbing Out of Bronze. Today we're going to be going over a few tips and tricks as a top lane main, roaming, picking your targets, and going aggressive, when to roam, why to roam, and what to do when you're roaming, etc. Enjoy! One of the things that made me want to start this series was a comment discussion I had on another YouTuber's video in which he gave tips and tricks for top lane as a top lane main. As a top lane main myself, I noticed he missed a few things, in particular, roaming. He completely skipped over it. One of the things you should do as a top lane main, and one of the things that I tend to do better than most of the things I do, is roaming. When you play aggressive, and in some cases as top lane, it's hard not to play aggressive. You end up pushing your minions to the tower, and then you either got to sit there and wait for them to push, or you could be doing something useful. Is mid not gankable? Go gank mid. Are they not gankable? You should still be roaming. You should counter jungle. If you're playing aggressive, or you're playing an aggressive laner like I play Garen, it's almost impossible not to go aggressive as Garen unless somehow you're losing your lane. But the first time you get your minions to their tower should be at about 3 minutes to 3 minutes and 15 seconds in. At this time, the enemy jungler, if they started blue, is at red. If you're on the blue team, then you need to get over to red and kill them there. Or try to steal red or something of the like. But make sure to keep an eye on your lane enemy, because if they come jump you, then you kind of SOL in most cases. That being said, if you're on blue team, ganking their red is good, because red is far enough away from both top and mid for you to get the kill or get the steal and get out of there alive. If you're on blue team, then you may want to just go in and put a deep ward in between their blue and their frog, and if you have a chance to capture the kill, since they're going to be low HP when they get to blue, go for the kill. If you have the chance to steal, go for the steal. Let's see how it's done. And as you can see here, while early on I am going pretty aggressive. I'm CSing, I'm grabbing what I can, I'm pushing my minions. Here in just a second we're going to have it up to the tower. You see Aurelia here trying to do her best to harass me, but early game, especially if you have armor runes, not too many top laners are going to be able to out-pressure you until about level 4, in which case Aurelia, Trundle, and a good Fiora will be better than you, will be strong enough to push you back, as well as a good Rise. But your first levels, especially starting at level 2 and level 3, you should be able to easily outpush them and push them out. So as you can see here, I got her all the way up to her tower. I'm going to put a bunch of damage on her to make sure she can't contest me, especially when I go to roam. But at this point, I'm already looking for an opportunity to roam. You want to wait until your minions are actually under their turret, though. Once they're under your turret is the best time, because you miss as little CS as possible in the time it takes you to roam and get back to lane. So here I got 2 more. I'm going to push these. There's another minion wave that's going to show up, but I'm going to go ahead and see what I can do. The enemy jungler here is a Lee Sin, and he should have started red, but worst case scenario, I can drop a ward and I can go to chickens, but let's see what's going on here. We find that we do have a Lee Sin still doing their red. Now, I don't manage to get the kill here, but I do knock him low enough that he's going to have to return to base. He can try for chickens, but it would be too risky for him. So I got a little bit of a roam there, didn't get the kill, didn't get the steal, but still worth my time, and I head straight back to lane. Once you get your minions pushed, you should always be looking for an opportunity to roam, and even sometimes when your minions aren't pushed, you should always be looking for that opportunity. Now a little bit about making the best of a bad situation. One thing to remember when you're playing League of Legends, no matter what role you are, no matter where you are, a tower is always worth a death. Dragon or Baron, always worth a death. An objective is always worth a death. Here I get the tower and I make a very bronze play. I make a pretty big mistake here and end up dying when I could have easily got out. But the way I was thinking when I was in the moment was a tower is worth a death. Anything on top of that is a bonus pretty much. So I'm going through, I'm running away. Zed comes in and Zed is my villain, so he's taking true damage here. Right there, I am in range of ulting him, and he's going to die if I do, so I go back after him. Aurelia comes in, didn't expect the Aurelia, and that's why I died, but at least I got the kill. Tower plus a kill worth a death? I think so. Definitely worth. Now a little bit about going aggressive or being a man when you're playing Garen or Darius or the like. Right here, our team is pushing mid lane there, and Lee Sin jumped out on me. I'm already a bit low HP when we're after this, so I have a choice to make. I can run away and survive for sure. I can try to kill Lee Sin since he's pretty low too. Up and to the left of me is Zed, who is my villain. I could probably kill him, but there's no way I'm getting out alive if I jump that deep under the tower. Or if you look at the very top there, that shadow is Twitch, the biggest threat to our team, especially since my team is very much full of squishies. Now, I can't really get to Twitch with a Lee Sin on me like that, except for the fact that I have Flash Off cooldown. If you're Garen, you should be flashing for kills. So, up here I'm going to end up flashing towards Twitch and killing him. Let's see how it goes. So I run up, I flash in, Q and E, he is dead. Luckily Lee Sin decides to jump me, so he's dead too. Zed is going to kill me. I try to juke him there and completely fail. If Zen had jumped in and slowed him, I would have survived, but at least Zen got the kill anyway, making that a 3 for 1. Now, before I did say you should be flashing for kills as Garen, you shouldn't always be flashing for kills. You should think about it. You don't want to waste your flash, like it seems like I do in this clip here. But I disagree. So we go for a cheeky Baron now just before 30 minutes in. We get it, we go in. Aurelia is going to be coming after my team there from behind, and she sees that it's all of us, tries to run away. I go around because I don't want her getting away if she does manage to get past them. She dies anyway, and there's a Twitch. Here I flash in to secure the kill. Why? Because he could have flashed over the wall, but my silence stopped that. Here we're going to go into a little bit about picking your targets. The first clip is not going to be that great for that, but the enemy team is about to go do Dragon, and right here the obvious target is of course Twitch, the squishy one, so we go after him first. Zen comes in and makes sure the job gets done. Now we have Lee Sin and Zed. Now Lee Sin should be easier since he has no flash, but Zed is going to kill that Zen, so I silence him first, making sure that didn't happen, and chase him off. The reason I chase him off instead of helping is because he's a slippery little guy and could have came back in and killed Zen, so we made sure we got the kill, and Zen gets out alive, securing us the Dragon. This clip will be a little bit better about picking your target. The thing you want to think about when picking your targets is CCing the one that's going to do the most damage to your team and attacking and damaging the one you're most likely to kill. Under normal circumstances it would be Zed here, but with my true damage to the villain that is Aurelia, putting my damage on her is going to secure a kill on her much easier. I stick the Zed here because I see Sona coming up and her heal's going to save my life. Here it comes, and that secures the kill on Zed. Unfortunately, Leona does kill Sivir, but 2 for 1, not bad. Now, being a top lane main, I've been focusing pretty hard on top lane, but one little tip when you are playing, say, support, which is my tertiary off-role, I do top jungle support. When you are support, your life is worth less than the lives of your teammates. If you will die to save a teammate, die to save that teammate. This Leona here is pretty selfish and ends up making sure her team dies, and let's see how it goes. Right here, she could have ulted to save her team that's going to get attacked up here, but instead, she wasted to try to get away from me. Now, she could have gotten away without that. She does have flash up, but as you can see, if she had stuck around and ulted, Lee Sin would still be alive, and she could have even gotten 2 or 3 kills. Pretty sure she's tilted, though, based on the bad play in the fell flash here, which ensures her death as well. But remember, your job as support is to support. So that pretty much wraps up my tips and tricks for this first episode. I know I went through each one of them rather quickly and packed several of them into a short episode like this. I do plan on going into each one of them more in depth in the future, as well as providing more tips and tricks as I go along. And as I learn new things and become better at the game, I hope to impart that onto you and help you guys be better as well. I hope you like, I hope you enjoy. If you did, like, favorite, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And to wrap this video up, please enjoy why this is all cockamamie and I deserve to be in bronze.